Hello, Vivian Joy, Deep Structure Mindset Coach here. Deep Structure Mindset, business skills, and everything you need for life. Here on Thrive Thursday, I want to ask you the same question I do every Thursday. Are you thriving? And if not, what is stopping that? There are plenty of people out there who are not as good as you at what they do, who are not as decent a people moralistically, who are thriving, where you are probably still striving or merely surviving. So I want you to think about your business now. I want you to think about where you are, what level you're at, who you provide stuff to. We've talked about pricing, we talk about your ideal client, we talk about your mindset, we talk about everything. We do this in my mastermind, by the way. But actually, I want you to think about at what stage on the journey do you meet your client? So the reason I have several programs is because I have women come towards me, and men actually, who need help. Now, they don't all need help with the same thing. So you may be sitting there going, Vivian, what I really need is to understand why I keep bloody sabotaging myself. And in fact, I just coached a lovely woman, very, very talented woman, very determined, but very bloody stuck. And the reason she was stuck is she didn't quite know why or what, or why she was self-sabotaging, or why she didn't keep doing the things she knew she should be doing. She was learning lots of new skills, learning lots of new things that were being provided to her by coaches and, you know, people providing training programs and, you know, made one size fits all stuff. And actually it was just adding to her overwhelm because she hasn't really finally understood where she is in her own journey, actually, and where she sits in other journeys. So just think about this. And I want you to grab a pad and pen, as I always do, as you know, and you can draw a map. You can draw a line if you like. If you think about your ideal client. So, for example, I have a client who teaches tech to women who are terrified of it because most women hate the tech. If you, a woman, likes tech, then you could create a multi-million-pound business, trust me. Most women want to do their thing and they want it all to be automated and join up, but they don't want to have to do all the tech. They don't want to think about that. It's too logical. They want to have the emotion and the feel good and the impact and the lovely business. So what she does is she teaches them at all levels. And I want you to hear this. She's just an example. So think about your own example. You can have multiple stages to this, but actually where in the process do you provide a service or a product to your clients? So she teaches a tech to people down at the bottom rung, where they just don't even know. I mean, you know, I'm not saying they don't know how to turn a computer on, but they don't really understand even the basics of tech, how a website works, what a website is even for, some of them, how a landing page works, what a CRM system is, what, you know, what you're supposed to do with all your data and emails. So she will sit at this end where beginners, let's call it beginners. And this is why people have different levels of stuff. And then she also teaches tech to people who have done a bit of that. They've got some of it sorted, but they want more advanced stuff. So they want more funnels. They want more how to put payment processes in. They want to know how to put quiz structures in. So she sits here as well with, like, I don't know, medium, if you like, or I don't know, advanced. And then at the other end, she sits with people who want to go to the next level. So they're talking about API links and apps and all sorts of different stuff that sits higher up in the journey that people need to scale their business without having to take too much time. Now, she can't provide all of those services to one person at one time, because that person comes and is on their part of their own journey, and she has to understand where they are on that journey to serve them where they are. Make sense? And your potential client needs to see where they are in that journey. So for example, when people start working with me, they'll go on my podcast, my YouTube, they'll look at all my videos. They might come on a free thing I do every now and then. They might buy my book for a £5. It's a continuous offer. They might even join my first kind of membership at, you know, £47 a month as it is at the moment, and start to come to the live, start to do a bit of training. They kind of tiptoe in if they're at beginner level and they just know they need to earn and they need to learn about sales, marketing, strategy and mindset. And then the next step after that is they definitely go full throttle into my academy, and I start to get messages of which module should I do for this and what's after that, and they start to then book maybe a one-to-one session with me to understand their own structure, their own strategy. And then after that, they then realize they need a bit more. They need someone that's going to help them with their mindset, who's going to help them with their own kind of aligned strategy and clarity. And then they join my business building mastermind. So they've gone from Business Building Academy to Mastermind, where we meet every week for 2 hours of deep structure coaching, mentoring and strategy. Then after that, they're in a space where they need more. They don't need it more often, but they need more. They need it more intensity. So then they'll join my She Thrives program, which is a full immersive day each month and some one-to-one coaching. They're at a different level of where they come. Now, I've got other things in between that as well, but I need to understand when I speak to somebody where they are on that journey and what their true challenge is. And so do you. So if you can start to understand where you sit, and you don't have to serve the whole journey, you could just serve this. My tech client could just serve the beginning, just serve the end, just serve the middle, or just serve a little niched part of it, which is what you hear people talk about. So have a think about where you are on that journey, write that journey down, and make sure you go hard on your marketing message so that people know who you are, where you meet them, and where you can take them. And hopefully this has been helpful. You need to thrive. If you don't, you need to find a way to do that. I'm probably your way. So I look forward to hearing from you.